One of the things that frustrates me about the experience of Australian teachers at the moment is that too many of them get to the car at the end of the day and put their hands, if not their heads, on the steering wheel and think to themselves, this is not why I got into teaching. And somehow a narrative has kind of taken root in our schools that says that if you're working in your deep purpose, that if you're working in your passion, you're somehow distracted from the really important work that a school is supposed to focus on around potentially extracting better data or student learning outcomes from your cohort. And I think that's a false narrative. I think that it's a narrative that we could work on together and that we could kind of myth bust in order to be able to let you get the benefit of working restoratively, but also do some critically important work for your school. Now, the good part about working in your purpose is that it's probably a shared purpose. And what I mean by that is it's shared with parents. And the truth is that parents are pretty distracted these days. There's a lot that they've been conditioned, chiefly by the media, to complain about when it comes to schools. They somehow have become thoroughly determined that we need to complain to the school about kiss and go zones and canteen menus, when the truth is that the proliferation of really great kiss and go zones and canteen menus is not the reason they sent their kids to school. The reason they sent their kids to school is one that is probably really close to your purpose. And that is, first of all, they would like you to work with them to help their kid become a terrific learner. Now, this doesn't equate to their child needing to pass through 6 or 7 years in your school, 13 or so years in total, having learned the most stuff. It means that when they emerge from school at the end of their formal learning journey, they see themselves as being particularly capable. They see themselves as being up for it when a challenge comes along in the world that they're going to need to solve, and that they know that they're job ready. They know that they can work into any employment situation and in the company of other people get some pretty cool stuff done because I'm good at learning. That's the attitude we want. And interestingly, that's what parents are really looking for from you as well. But there's a second thing that our parents are looking for. And again, it probably sits quite closely to what you believe about working with young people. And that is that they want you to help turn their child, their precious little jewel, into a fabulous citizen. And that means that not only are they capable of going out and succeeding for their own prosperity, but they're capable of being great community members too. They have all of the so-called soft skills, the capabilities to work in groups, the capabilities to help other people. They have empathy, they have compassion, they care about their neighbours. They can tell when they see something in the media that they don't like, that they disagree with, and they frankly don't vote for it because they're good citizens and they're conscious about who they are and how their vote contributes to a better country. That's contribution. And I reckon that every Australian teacher that I meet has a really deep sense of a feeling that all they'd really like to do through their work is just kind of push students on a slightly more acute trajectory towards being better self-perceived learners and better citizens for the people that they come across in their daily lives. So for me, working restoratively has allowed me to build within the parents that I'm working with a higher level of trust, a higher level of confidence, a higher level of permission to work on the areas that really matter when it comes to a fantastic education for young people, and to distract our parents from the things that they've come to be tricked into believing a school needs to stand for. Parents deep down don't need to get their way every time. They actually want to trust your amazing expertise. So the opportunity of working in your purpose is an opportunity to master a really strong restorative framework, to kind of shout it from the rooftops to the parents, and to have them go, these people have got it. They have my most precious little jewel safely held in their hands for the 30 to 35 hours that they will entrust to you every single week. Your purpose is not a distraction from what a school should stand for. Your purpose, it's the good stuff.